Welcome to Network Marketing Success Stories. My name's Nicolette Moore, postpartum depression and PTSD survivor, wife, mom of 3, and online network marketer. Each interview, we bring you inspirational stories of ordinary people changing their lives, creating vision for their futures, and fulfilling that vision with network marketing. Turning what seems impossible to do into real-life network marketing success stories. What fuels their fires? What keeps them pushing toward greatness? What are they doing that you can too? We investigate these questions and learn exactly what is setting them up for success in network marketing. Join us so you too can tap into your potential, uncover your greatness, and create your own network marketing success story. Hey, this is Nicolette Moore from NicoletteMoore.com, and today I have Andrea. Did I say that correctly?
You did.
Great. Awesome. I have Andrea with me, and Anna has been in network marketing for the past 12 years, forced into it by her parents, pretty sure at gunpoint. But Anna was on and off with it for about 10 years, and about 2 years ago, she really got serious and buckled in to really take off. And so now she's a network marketing rock star, and this is interview 21. I'm very excited about this, interview 21. So Anna, I'd love to have you come out and kind of share what has the past 12 years been like, and kind of share, let us see what that journey has been.
Okay, thank you so much for having me, Nicolette. I'm really excited. This is the first time I'm actually being interviewed. I'm usually doing the interviews myself. Well, I started, almost at gunpoint. You know, when you're a teenager, you think you know everything, right? But you know nothing about life, for real. I'm sorry, teenagers, if you're watching this. I was forced into it because they paid for my membership. And it was a travel company because they know I love to travel. Like since I was a kid, I've been traveling, and actually I was doing the math, and I've been to Disney World like 12 times. So I got into the travel industry, and then I was forced to go to all of the events as well, like forced. I was like, no, Mom, I don't want to go, kind of thing, right? But I now thank my mom and my stepdad greatly. Like I tell it all the time. They were the ones that forced me into the industry that I now love, because I learned about leadership. I learned about building teams. I learned about believing in myself. I learned about a lot of things while we went to these meetings forced, right? And now I'm the one that I have signed them up on my new network marketing company. So the things have reversed actually, and now I'm the one that I'm like the tip of the sword. Like I'm the tip of the, I don't know how you say that in Spanish. I'm English. I'm sorry, my languages got mixed up. But I was on and off. Like after after travel, I already had graduated from school. So I didn't know if I was going to go to college or not. You know, that question, because my dad, my biological dad, has always said, you have to study, blah, 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 blah. And my parents agree, all of them, the 3 of them, agree that I had to have an upper school education. And I agree on that too. You do need the college experience. But I hate the fact that you had to do tests, and that they want to test you like you're a fish when you're a lion. I mean, I don't know, the Albert Einstein quote. So because I love travel, I decided to take a bachelor's in tourism, but I did not go to the U.S. I didn't come to the U.S. Right now I'm in Florida, but I'm traveling. And I went to Argentina. I spent 1 year in Bachelor's of Tourism, and I knew that that was not my calling. I hated it because they gear you into being a travel agent. And I'm not a travel agent. I have bigger dreams than that. And don't get me wrong, being a travel agent is fun, but tourists are actually the worst customers in the whole wide industry. And I'm sorry, guys, but it's true. I know a lot of you guys that are watching me are in the travel industry as a network marketing. You know that tourists are the most are the ones that want the most for the less buck, because they want to spend it on food, or they want to spend it on drinks, or they want to spend it. And I got that like on my period. And then I got off that company. I was like, whatever, I'm going to study. I told my mom, look, I'm sorry, but I'm changing majors. And I switched to event planning. So I'm officially an event planner. I have a degree for it, which is kind of rare in Latin America. That's only in Argentina you can get that. And I absolutely love events. Like, I love events. And that's why I go to events as well. And then after I got back from Argentina, I missed like one class, so I couldn't graduate it, and I had to go to work. And I've been working since 18, actually, Nicolette. Like, I've been, my first job was in a call center for Dell computers. I used to sell Dell computers. And the training they give you there, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. I learned from being an 18-year-old that had nothing to do with sales to be a top producer in selling computers, which is kind of amazing. And that's where I noticed that I was good at coaching too, Nicolette. And when I recall on it, because my boss actually made me the lead coach of all the coaches in the floor. Can you imagine how cool was that?
That's amazing.
And I was like 19. I was like 19, and I was like coaching people that were older than me and how to sell and how to close and how to upgrade, because upgrading, that's where the money is, right? And how to upgrade the computers and make people buy a $1,500 computer. So long story short, I spent 5 years in between college, Argentina. I spent 5 years in El Salvador. I went back to call center, but this time I did customer service. So I learned everything about customer service. So sales, customer service, events. I was finally able to go back, like all of this with debt, Nicolette. Like, I knew like network marketing was my solution, but I hadn't found like the company I wanted to build. My mom also forced me into another health and wellness company, and I'm still in there because I love their products. They're Japanese, and like alkaline water and all that stuff, right? But I never built the company. And you know why? The comp plan did not make me a lot of money. So I'm like a money kind of driven person as well. I need to make big bucks when I'm selling something, you know. I used to sell Dell computers for $1,500, man. I used to get good money. So when I knew that I could only make like a very small percentage, I was like, no, I'll just use the products. I went back to Argentina on 2014. And this is when my journey really started. When I was in Argentina, I knew, and this is when online started actually in online business. I knew that if I worked as an Argentinian or as a person from the outside in Argentina, I was just going to get paid the minimum wage. But since I came from El Salvador and we have dollars, you know what that means? People see you with a dollar sign in your head, right? So they charge you with dollars. So I was like, oh no. So how am I going to survive here? And I started looking online. How to make money online. Have you ever typed that on Google? I know you have.
Of course. I don't know that anybody has.
Yep. And that's how I found freelancing and virtual assisting and like using all of my expertise in call centers and all that. But I refused to take a call. I was not going to be solving more problems for people. Hell no. But I love solving problems to people, but not like customers are not mine. You know what I mean? So I found a job online and I was very comfortable, but I was getting really fat because, oh my God, just imagine this. Papa, like French fries with barbecue, right? All the time, empanadas, every pasta, like real Italian pasta. Oh my Lord. I was gaining so much weight that I was like, oh my God. And then a friend from high school had joined a network marketing company, a friend that I had no idea she was into this type of business because she's a lawyer, and lawyers are very like pragmatic. It's really weird to find somebody like that, right? In building a business. So she told me about this product, right? That was detox, whatever. And I'm like, okay, when I get back to El Salvador from Argentina, that was August 2014. That's when I really started back in network marketing. And I lost weight. And like, of course, network marketing products work. They always work. I've always knew that. That's why I was like, okay, I need to get back to network marketing, but what should I do? I heard the comp plan. I was sold. I was like, oh my God, I can make this just by doing this. I'm in, right? But I was still on the job. I'm still actually on the job. I still have a job. I still do virtual assistant because that's what keeps my income rolling, right? And I'm proud of it because my boss he's very flexible. He's a programmer. And he just makes me do like research stuff on Google and like check his email. And, it's a very easy job that I could be with you here and I could be with him there and he's not going to get angry at me. Right. And I don't know, that's my journey. And that's how I started also building a business, selling products. But eventually I stopped selling, Nicolette. Like I was in a rut. I was struggling. I had quit my other virtual assistant job and I thought I was going to go full time with network marketing. But you know what the hardest part is? Being your own boss. Like when I have everything at home, I don't have to pay for light. I don't have to pay for internet. I don't have to pay for food. I don't have to pay for rent because I'm still at my parents'. Look, in Latin America, we don't leave home until we get married, darling. Because, it's too much. And parents love to have us there. They absolutely love us to be there. So it's a win-win for everybody. And I was really comfortable, but I was struggling. And I knew, like, I was depressed. Have you gotten to a place where you're, like, super struggling? Network marketing is the solution. You can make money. You know it, but you still don't know how to reach out to people. You don't know how to use the tools. You don't know how to use the internet. And then I saw, like, on the company I was, so this is what happened. I saw Team USA start making literally $1 million in 6 months. And I was like, what? How are they doing this, right? And that's how I started looking for online marketing solutions, because I started, that success leaves clues, right? So I started stalking these leaders to see what the heck they were doing, because nobody was telling me. Like in Latin America, it's really sad, but they still are old school with the way they do network marketing. And I say it's sad because most of them are millennials. Most of them are our generation, and they should be using and leveraging online marketing, right? And they did tell me to do Facebook ads. I did have a fan page, but I had no guidance, like absolutely no guidance. And I was struggling. I was struggling really bad. I had quit my job, and I decided to look for another job. Because if I wanted to fund the marketing system that I found and invest in myself and do the trainings, Nicolette, I had to have seed money from somewhere, right? And that's why I love that people, that you could do this part-time, that you could do this full-time, you could do it part-time, you could do it, or you could do it backwards, right? You could do your job part-time, and then the rest of the day you do online marketing or network marketing. So that's how I landed in meeting you guys and all the rest of my mentors and my coaches and my new best friends. I have like a best friend in Russia. Can you believe that? Jelena. I love her to pieces. I think you've already interviewed her, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how I stopped struggling, basically. I decided to invest in my knowledge because I really knew that education was the solution. I've always known this. I am a fast learner, and I'm used to getting trained, right? I mean, I was in a call center environment. Those guys know how to train you. And I had no training in network marketing at all. All they did was like, call your friends and family. And I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. Nope. They can see me that I'm losing weight. They've asked about it. I've sold maybe some of, they know what I'm doing. That's all. But I'm not gonna be harassing my friends and family. I refuse to do that. And then my leaders were like, but you have to blah, 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 or put ads on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, but how? How do I make a Facebook ad generate me income? I know I can put it, but I don't want to just be throwing money to Zuckerberg, you know? It's like, there has to be a way. And that's how I started having success, applying everything I invested in. I'm not reading books that I used to love to read. Like, I love to read, but novels, right? So what I do for studying is audio, because I'm an auditive person. And I also do books, but it takes me a while to get through them, right? So I do webinars, I listen to webinars, I apply what they teach, I do it in my business, and that's how I actually achieved one of my other goals, which was to become a blogger. I've always wanted to be a blogger. Like, oh my God, I saw these people blogging and having an opinion, and I was like, how can I do that? And I actually have another blog, like, I started when I was like, I thought it was like going to be like my journal. I'm not even going to say the name so you don't find it. But I don't know. That's how my journey has been, basically. And now I'm having a blast. I'm meeting new people. I'm traveling, which is what I wanted to do forever. No, I'm not in the travel industry. I'm network marketing. And no, I don't want to. Thank you. But not yet. But I'm, with my online marketing, with my blog, with my network marketing, all that adding up to my residual income, that's how I'm traveling, right? And I learned that I have skills, like design skills. Can you believe it? I thought I didn't have any. And now I'm even designing blogs for people who are struggling with blogs. So that's my journey, basically.
Yeah, so you're pretty much, over the years, you've learned a lot of skills. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with having a quote unquote day job. I mean, Jim Rohn, he says for people who are getting started with network marketing that you can have a full-time income part-time, so don't be afraid to have a day job as well as, doing network marketing. It's totally doable. And I think that's commendable. Being a virtual assistant can be very freeing. And if people are interested in checking that out, it's definitely a path that a lot of people need. I need a virtual assistant, so we might be talking after this. But
I need one too now, actually, because I've started a second website. So
yeah, a lot of work. You got a lot of work on your hands.
I have a lot of work in my hands. Yeah.
But that's there's a concept. I'm sure you've heard of it. Multiple streams of income.
Correct.
And you are doing that. You're bringing in multiple streams of income. So it's okay. And there's nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed of. Just embrace that, multiple streams of income can be very powerful. And I mean, I own multiple businesses, my husband still has a day job. So there's a lot of ways to bring in income, and I think you can embrace it. I think network marketing is an amazing addition to your current day job, to your current situation.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, do you know that millionaires have at least 7 streams of income?
Yes.
7.
Yes.
And I have 5.
Yep. Yeah. And just keep going at it, because that is one thing. My husband and I, we do real estate. We have some real estate properties. And right now we only have 3. We're working up, things take time. But that's whenever we got into real estate, that's what we heard Robert Kiyosaki's, talking about 7 streams of income. And if you look at top performers, even in network marketing, look at your companies, look at your bosses. My particular CEO of my company, he has a magazine stream of income. He's got like a book. He's got all these different things. And it's like they teach you, oh, well, just promote this. This is your baby, but it's like you should never rely on one stream of income. You should always find out how to multiply your efforts. And so like where you are online, that gives you a lot of ability to use network marketing and other online tools to, play together and have some extra streams of income that all fuel and work together.
Exactly. Now, I would recommend though to focus on one, make it sure it works, and then add another one.
Yes, you can't
because
jump
it's
into
a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. My real estate, I've been doing it for several years. I would never recommend starting everything at one time and then just like trying to figure it all out, because that would be they call it a hot mess. That's like a triple hot mess. That's just too much.
Yeah, that really is. That's why, until now, I've been blogging, I'll be 1 year of a blogger on November 19th. That's when I started blogging. And now that I've mastered that, then I'm venturing on another website for another niche, and I'm probably going to hire a virtual assistant myself because, I got to keep it rolling and blessing others, we got to bless others as well. It's like, maybe I'm going to hire a friend. I don't know if I should work with friends and family.
Well, and you talked about successless clues. Also
right.
Think about that. Okay, so do these mega millionaires, these people that are very, very successful in their own right, do they do everything for themselves or do they outsource?
They outsource. So, everybody outsource.
Yes, outsource, leverage the work of other people. That's another beautiful thing about network marketing, right? You're leveraging other people's work. That's the same thing as outsourcing. Leverage somebody else's work that's going to help, push you forward. And I love that you talk about blessing other people, because that's what it is, right? You're helping somebody else with an income, with one of their streams of income.
Absolutely. I mean, aren't we like, it's not all about the money, right? I mean, that's why I said bless people. When you actually stop thinking about the money is when you start getting results. So do you remember I told you that I was struggling with the income and all that? That was about 2015. Right around my birthday, like in June or something. And I started looking online, and then I found my mentors, right? I started hanging out on their webinars and listening to what they were saying. And this thing about not thinking about money, but thinking about how to serve actually just hit me a few months ago, for real. A few months ago, when I decided to go to Live the Dream, to an event that we both went to. I had $0 in my pocket. Like I was talking about this on my Facebook Live today. Like I had $0 to my pocket. It was in August, and I declared that I was going to go around May, something like that. And then you always have your grandmas, right? I don't know about yours, but mine is, they're like, so what's your plan? What are you going to do? So how you're going to do it? With what money are you going to go? And I'm like, I don't know. I have to be there. That's all I know. That I'll be there. I'll meet everybody I need to meet, right? I visualized myself, and then I got an idea. Well, a friend confirmed the idea to me. Actually, Jelena, talking about Jelena again. She gave me an idea about designing blogs, because my blog, everybody's like, oh my God, your blog is so cool. And I look at it and I'm like, bleh. I don't know if I like it. It needs so much freaking work. But once I just did it and launched it, and then realized that I had a talent. And even though, like, we have this problem, like us, that I don't know if about you, but geniuses, we're like very messy. We've talked about this before. And I think it needs a lot of work. But if I don't publish it, if I don't just put it out there without falling into that perfection trap, I'm being selfish, right? We're being selfish and not providing the solution to others. So I was like, okay, you've already done this before, because I already had done it for another teammate in the Victory Tribe. And and he's in Australia, but I don't know where he is right now. I don't know why he's not working with us. But anyways, he did that. Like, he paid me for it. And I was like, oh my God, I could do this again. And I started like applying everything I learned. I started running ads, and then I ended up blessing others. Again, we go to the blessing others because I took a problem off their shoulders and put it on mine, but I got the income I wanted. I got the income that I needed, not wanted, needed to go and invest in myself on that event, right? Because it was more of it was actually not even an investment. It was actually super fun. Super fun. My investments are fun. And I only invest in things that I'm going to grow on. So that's how I blessed others and they blessed me, right? And that's how, it starts pouring into you when you like just, give yourself, give your talents, give your skills. You don't need money to make money. That's a very erroneous thing. And Grant Cardone says that you have to go avoid, just mute when he's cursing, but do listen to Grant Cardone. He's really good with sales. And one of the lies that we hear a lot is like, you need money to make money. No, you need skills to make money. You need skills and time to make money. And this is something that I'm not going to be debating with people that really believe this, because, why am I going to waste my energy trying to convince people about this? I just showed you. Like, I saw a pain in the market, and then I just, jumped to it. I provided a solution, and bam, I made money. And that's the same with the network marketing. Going back to network marketing, right? You have a solution in your hands. You have that detox tea. You have that travel package. You got that, I don't know, the insurance, right? There's an insurance one. There's a water one. There's makeup. All this, let's cover our imperfections thing, right? That women love to do. I hate it. Like if you see me, I don't wear a lot of makeup. But you have a solution for a niche. So that's what you have to do. You have to provide the solution. You got to show up and give the solution, right? Not just stay quiet, because then you're going to keep struggling. And all you need is skills, which is talking to people, communication, and then finding your niche, and then providing the solution. And then money's going to come to you, that income that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to share that because it's very important. A lot of people are, a lot of people are struggling, and they're struggling because they need money now. That's basically it. I mean, come on.
Well,
right?
I love, you have a vision, you're talking about getting to live the dream. You had a vision.
Right.
You found ways to make it happen. And so, there's this concept. Well, first of all, I don't know that people understand what having a vision is, or how it works, or what it means. So that's like the first hurdle. Okay. How do you get your vision? What does that mean? And
right.
Once you have your vision, how do you know it's going to happen? Well, you can't control the process, but you can play a part in the process, and you can have faith that it's going to happen, And so, I don't know if you caught the wake up call this morning, but Brian was kind of talking about that, having the faith that something is guiding you towards this goal, towards this outcome. And that's such a powerful thought. You don't have to control the steps, but you do play a part in it. And you have to have faith that those actions that you're taking, these blogs that you're creating, these people you're talking to, you don't know what's going to come of it, but you know that it's one step closer towards that vision that you have set for yourself. And so, I mean, that's you sharing your story just over the summer, the proof that you had a vision from May that something would happen in August, and you made that freaking happen. I
made it happen. It was just, I was not going to sit down and just, oh my God, the sky's open up to me. Come on. I mean, yeah, meditate, pray, visualize, etc. But listen, then shut up. This book I showed you here is The Inner Voice. It's actually Ray Higdon's mentor. You should check it out. I'll send you the name.
Yeah.
He says that every morning we have to ask our higher power, right? Don't get stuck on that, guys. I mean, it doesn't matter. But I ask the owner of the universe, God, to guide me, right? To guide me that day. And then you know what the second thing you have to do is after asking, shutting up. Shut up. and listen to yourself. Shut up and listen to that inner voice that is trying to tell you to do something and you're ignoring it. Like that instinct that women have, that's our inner voice. We have it way more there than we think. Like if we're talking to women, men, you have to develop it more, sorry. But yeah, shut up and listen. That's what happened. I had the vision in May. Well, I had it before. Like they've been talking about living the dream forever. And I was like, I have to go. And then I was like, I'm going to go. And then my friends were like, yeah, you have to be there. We have to meet, blah, blah, blah. And another thing is like people say, how can you have friends on the internet? Those aren't real. Are you not real? Are you real?
I'm real.
There you go. I'm real too. So we're just divided by screen and technology. That's it. We have to be careful though, because there are creepers everywhere. There are creepers everywhere. There's creepers, outside too.
Yep.
So it's like I had a vision. I visualized. I asked. I shut up. I listened, and I took action. So I don't know. I mean, what else you could do but do that, right?
Well, that's amazing. I mean, that's a proof that you believed in your vision and you wanted it bad enough that you would take those steps. So, there's a lot of people that say they can't do something for X, Y, and Z. They don't have money. They don't have time. They don't have whatever resource it is that they feel like they're lacking. But at the end of the day, what they're lacking is that drive and that motivation to get that done. So you're proof that you have the motivation to do something. You have that belief. You have that vision. You're going to walk it out. So I want to ask you, you've talked about the past 12 years. You've kind of had some highs, some lows, some disinterest, some passion. What would you pinpoint as being maybe the most difficult part of this journey? Just over the past 2 years since you've said, I am going to do this.
Keeping the belief in myself. That's the hardest thing. And a routine, because I'm not a routine person. Those are the two most things. I hate routines. They drive me crazy. I get bored. I get freaking bored. So that's why I was like dying in my job. Like I was literally dying. And I've said it, I don't know if I said it on my blog or I said it on a Facebook Live. I think I said it on a Facebook Live. The moment I decided to quit my job, it's because my sanity was worth more than the dollars that they were paying me. And that's what happened in my journey in 2 years. I had sanity because I didn't have a boss. I didn't have all that rules, but I was struggling with my self-belief that I could do it, my self-belief that I had a passion. I actually had a quarter life crisis 5 years ago. I didn't know where I was going. As women, I just turned 30 this year. That was something I was traumatized about.
Oh no.
2 years ago, I got traumatized. I'm not very easy to get traumatized. I have scars and everything, and people are like, "Oh my God, I don't care." There are stories, right? So 2 years ago, 28 years, that's what happened. I was panicking that I was going to be 30 and I did not have my life, like my ducks in a row. I had nothing. I'm still single. I don't have kids. I did not have a real career because online business. I knew business. I knew network marketing. I knew that so that's how I jumped. I was like, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for me. And then my faith in me, not my faith in God, that never fails, but my faith in me, in my talents and my skills and that was the hardest part. And then I heard a wake-up call. That's why I never miss them. I heard a wake-up call, and I'm going to tear up probably because one of my mentors said, there are people that are looking for you. You don't have to look for them. There is people out there that are looking for you. Wow. I'm serious. That shifted my vision. And that's when, mindset, it's always mindset. It's never the skills that are the hardest for me. When that happened, I forgot about the money. I forgot about me and I started focusing on the people that were looking for me. And that's how you were looking for me for an interview. People are reaching out so I can help them out with their brands. People are reaching out, and that's how I ranked. The other part about the vision part, I forgot to tell you. It's like I wanted to reach the first level on the marketing system, and I reached it 3 days before taking the plane.
Amazing.
3 days. I told Lisa, I told her I'm gonna do it by this date, and I did it by that date. Like I got my fear out of the way, and I follow up on somebody that I was trying to help out, and I told her, look, I need your help. I actually told her. I told her, look, I need your help. I need so and so many points, and this would do for you, and it's what's in it for you, this, and what's in it for me, this. Could you help me out? You know what she said?
Yes. Amazing.
Yes. Absolutely. Let me help you out, Anna. You've helped me out with all the value you provide, and I need guidance as well. So let me do this for you too.
That's
and she signed up.
That's beautiful. That is a very beautiful story, because I think so many times we don't ask. We don't ask for help. We're afraid to ask. We're afraid to just put ourselves out there. And one of the most compelling stories I've ever heard was a woman who she joined her network marketing company, and the very first thing she did, she just called, she did the warm market call. She called all of her warm market, and she said, I need help. I'm broke. I'm having this party. Would you please come here and support me? And she had a house full, and she made a lot of money that night, and she got a lot of customers out of it. But she was humble enough to say, hey, this is what I'm into. This is what I'm doing. And I really need your support. I need your help. And so it's a powerful thing to be humble like that and just put it out there. And there's a beautiful concept called reciprocity. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's the concept you give, and that's why attraction marketing is so powerful. You give, you give, and you give, and people feel almost obligated to give back to you. And so definitely don't give out of selfish intent, just like what you're talking about. Give because you care about the person and you really want to see them succeed.
Exactly.
That will come back to you.
Exactly. That's when I asked, after I've been giving selflessly for a long time, and, reaching out and seeing how they're doing, like being genuine. I always say it, and I said it since the first time I started blogging and starting video. Oh, the video thing, that took me forever to get over myself. But that was another struggle, my self-image. And again, the same mentor said, stop it. There are people that are looking for you. Get over yourself. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do it. Do it scared with notes in my hand. I was reading it. Okay. My first video is terrible. And you know what I do? To encourage people, I tell them, go to my YouTube channel and go to the first video I ever posted. Is it terrible? And they're like, yes. Okay, there you go. I did it.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
I did it. Like being selfless, like giving out. But some people, like you said, like that selfish intent, right? They think that by giving, they're going to get. Yes, if you do it right. Only if you do it right. Another thing is like, why would you give 10% to the owner of the universe? I mean, to God, like the church has asked for 10%, right? And my answer is this: you give because 10 times fold is going to come back. Not because he needs it, not because the church needs it, not because the pastor needs it, not because whatever, or maybe you could give to a charity. It doesn't have to be church. But what I'm saying is, like, you don't give with a selfish intent, like, I don't know, your candidate president that gives to get a tax break. Don't do that. Don't give to get a tax break. That's ridiculous. Then don't give at all, because you're putting bad energy into the world. When you give with a bad intent, basically, you're not gonna get back nothing. But bad stuff.
So learning how to be selfless is
basically,
it's a very important, is a beautiful thing whenever you can really wrap your mind around it. So like on the flip side, we kind of talked about the most difficult thing that you've kind of had to overcome. And I love that you have, and and now you have like proof out there. The video thing is so cool. What an encouragement for people getting started, to be able to go back and look and be like, oh yeah, okay, I can do that.
Right, and now the camera loves me.
Yes, of course. The camera always loved you. Always loved you.
Yes.
You have to.
I hated it.
So, what would you say has been the best outcome from this whole journey over the past 2 years?
The relationships I built. The relationships the people I've inspired. All those lurkers that are watching you and watching me, inspiring them. Even though I don't know it, I know they're getting inspired. That's the relationships I built too. Like, who can say that they have, like, I don't know, 20 best friends that are multimillionaires? I can. Because they're normal. They're normal people, one of them actually, like two of them, like I was at Ray Higdon Summit. When was it? Like 2 months ago. And they told me, like, they looked at me straight in the eye and they told me, Anna, don't stop. I almost cried right there and there. And I was like, okay, I know what you're doing. Okay, thank you. So that's the best part. The best part, that people that I look up to are lurking on my videos to see how I'm doing. And they encourage me to keep going. That's the best part, the relationships and how they inspire me.
That's definitely one of my favorite takeaways ever, is just, there's so much shallowness in the world right now. And social media is like this double-edged sword, because you can see everything, you can be everywhere, but there's there's this detachment too. It's like that much more difficult now to have good relationships. So I love the industry bringing people together, and it being built on relationships. And what you're doing online is all about feeding somebody. What can I do to help this person? What can I do to grow this person? What can I do to be a support for someone? And that is one of the most wonderful things that you could, have as a mission in your life, and so be it digital or not, you're still going to call these people, you're going to be friends with them, and that's powerful. It's powerful.
It is. It was super powerful. She made me cry.
So, what do you've talked about your mentors and whatnot. Do you have, what is your relationship with mentors in this industry? And do you have a specific coach, or do you have a group of mentors? Like what is your support look like?
My support. Okay. Here's the thing. I have some mentors that they have no idea that they're my mentors.
Yeah.
Like Tony Robbins. He doesn't know that he's going to be my best friend. I'll do that in Vegas. And Delina doesn't believe me, but watch me, girl. I'll make it happen. My energy is going to attract him to me, and he's going to ask me a question.
Yes. I'm going to be there, so I'm going to witness it too.
Yes. I have, like, let's say, imaginary mentors, right? That are part of my mastermind. One of the wake-up calls, remember, they said that. I have also people I can actually reach out to, and I say they're my mentors, and they know that I'm their mentors. The two people that were at the summit, April and Diane, Lisa as well. They're three of the people that I can actually reach out, and they would slap me when I'm doing something wrong, which is what I need. And then I'm actually right now in a coaching program. But it's not the one that you think. It's actually with Todd Falcone. I'm in his A team right now, so I haven't actually reached out, and I have his cell phone in my phone. And he's like, don't be afraid to reach out, but I'm probably going to do it before the coaching program ends. It's a group coaching. It's not one-on-one. That's my next step. I do want to hire Ray Higdon. Actually, I want to be in his millionaire club. That's my goal for next year. I'm not going to go for the 20 grand. I'll go for the 50 grand. I want the whole deal.
Yes.
Bam. I want to be his client because I know that coaching can take you to the next level. Actually, for me, coaching Lisa has been one of the pinnacles, and Diane, for my coaching, because they've mentored me in a way that I needed, which is like with pressure. Being our own bosses was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my freaking life, because I need to boss myself around. People think I'm crazy, but I talk to myself. I'm like, Anna, stop it. You need to do this and this and this and that. Okay, got it. And then I go and do it. And then I get distracted because I have ADD. But, my mentors, I need to hire someone to go one-on-one, but I don't want to like start low. I want to just go bang, which is with Ray Hagman. I'm going to hire him next year. But I know I can reach out to Diane, I can reach out to Lisa, I can reach out to them, and they're going to help me with whatever I'm stuck with without being selfless. They're selfless. I'm not paying them to do that. They just do it because they love me, which is amazing, right? I mean, my mentors actually love me. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, super crazy. And I want to do the same for others. Like, that's how I coach my team. I want to be there for them and see things in them. I see things in them that they haven't seen in themselves. So that's why I love coaching. Like, I want, somebody to tell me, what you told me, like what Brittany told me about me, it's like, whoa, okay. Awesome. That's what I love about coaching. Like, you have to have a coach. It's imperative. It's imperative if you want to grow, if you want to be successful in whatever, network marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing, your brick and mortar business as well. You could have coaches that already did what you want to achieve. That's the best I could recommend. Find someone that they already achieved what you want to achieve. Yeah. And when you get somebody like that, they will selflessly help you out. Just ask. I swear. Just ask. Some of them you're going to have to pay for it. Yes, of course, because their time is valuable. But they can start guiding you for free, and they would do it. They would do it. Like, I would do it. But there's a time and a place, and you have to like cut them off as well, right? They're not paying. That's how you get value as well. Like, that's how you get income as well. Sorry. By being a really good coach after you've been coached. Like, a good leader is a good follower.
Yep.
So if you don't follow the right people, you're doomed. Sorry.
Well, and I think that's a really good point that you bring up that I haven't actually touched on before, but going through a coaching program gives you the credibility, the experience, the understanding of how to therefore be a coach. And that's just another one of those streams of income that you can use, which is powerful. And I think that, when people get freaked out about paying for things, it's like, what does Lisa Toro say? She says, free plus free equals
broke.
If you're afraid to pay for something that's going to better your future, you're going to stay broke. And it's just, unfortunately, one of those sad things, because you have to also, psychologically, we have to pay for things if we're going to appreciate them. So a lot of the things that we get for free, we do not appreciate. We take it, whatever, thanks, give it. And then we just put it off to the side. So it could be gold sitting in a pile, and we just don't know what to do with it. And we don't care because we didn't have to invest. We didn't have to invest a resource to acquire.
Exactly. Now, what you're saying is that, I thought about something when you were saying this. What happens is that when you get so much free stuff, there's a ceiling. There's a ceiling. I could give you enough value, but when you don't value my time as I value my time, and that's the thing. Sorry, I digress. What I was going to say is like our view on money. That's a problem with people that only want free stuff. Mm-hmm. They think that they're not valuable enough to invest in that. Second, they doubt that anything that you say for pay, it's going to help them. They think that they're gonna lose their money, and sometimes it happens. Look, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you might invest in the wrong people. I invested my time with the wrong mentors before I started and found the solution on our attraction marketing system. Because, I was trying to learn, and I was trying to learn for free because I was literally broke. Like literally, I had to ask my dad for a loan to get in. I swear. And when I was feeling that I don't want to ask my parents for money anymore. I know I can, and they're gonna give it to me, But if I didn't stretch myself in believing that the program was gonna work, because programs work, what happens is that we don't work. So I had to set my mind in that I had to work as well in that. And yeah, I mean, you can't expect to be a millionaire without, paying the price, basically. Paying the price. And changing your mindset about money. Money is just a resource. Like you said, money is just a number. It's just a freaking number that we put value into it. So if you value yourself, you're going to invest in yourself, right? Like what Steve Krivda said, remember? He said that Danielle told his wife is like, why haven't you invested in it? But it's so much money. And she's like, don't you value yourself? I mean, aren't you valuable enough? It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. It's like, okay, yeah, you're valuable too. Like, you're valuable, so invest in you. I always tell people to invest in themselves, but not everybody listens.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people probably don't understand what it means, or it's just a mindset thing, like you said, and it just takes, if somebody really has their eye on the prize, it might take them longer, but they'll eventually get to it. Hopefully, hopefully the people that are meant to be entrepreneurs don't end up on their deathbed, regretting not making that step to pay $150 a month for a membership or $3,000 for an awesome coaching program that would, change their life. This, like, at the end of the day, it is, like you said, it's just a resource. Learn how to use it, learn how to attract it to you, and then learn how to use it to better yourself and to go out and bless the world. So
exactly.
So that's,
you have to work too. It's not just buying the stuff. It's like you have to put in the time and the work to learn the skills, because I mean, you could buy the Ray Higdon training for $50,000, right? $50,000, guys. For a lot of people, that's a lot of money. That used to be a lot of money for me. Not that I have it every month yet, but it's coming, right? It's coming. And if I don't change my mindset about money is still going to not work. You're going to work for money instead of money working for you. That's what I was going to say. That's what you have to do. Just got to, make money work for you. It's backwards.
Yeah. The one thing that was really pivotal for me whenever I first came into the online industry was the mentality, just thinking about the number in your bank account, this number that we're all so like protective of, if you look at that number and it equates to the amount of people that you've helped, what is that saying about your life, right? So if you only have $100 in your bank account, how many people are you actually helping? And then to take that a step further, how many people can you actually help if you only have $100 in your bank account?
Nobody.
Exactly. So when
not even your family.
Not even your family. You can't even help yourself, so it's really changing that perception of what that number means and how to use it in your life. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up.
Sure.
You're just a joy. I mean, I know I could probably talk to you all day, but I want to ask you what your advice would be for somebody if they came up to you and said, hey, Anna, I'm interested in joining a network marketing company, but I don't know if it's for me or not. What would you tell them to help make that decision?
Very good question. They have to love the products. If we're talking about network marketing, you have to love the products because you're going to have to use them and you're going to have to recommend them. If you don't have belief in the product, you won't have success. So if you, join a makeup company and you hate makeup, how are you going to sell makeup, right? I don't hate makeup, but I don't use a lot of it. Like for me, it lasts so long. It's crazy. The only thing I use a lot is my lip gloss, right? And then maybe so I would never join a makeup company because it's not true to myself. So basically you have to find something that's true to yourself. That's why I joined health and wellness. Or I could probably jump into travel as well, because both things I love them. But be true to yourself. Look at the products and see if you actually want to use them. That's the most important for me, because the compensation plan, yes, it's important if you're money driven, but if you don't believe in the product, you won't get money, basically. So that's what I would say.
Awesome.
Find your true calling.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely something I think that you're lured into a presentation and you instantly see this glamour and this lifestyle potential, and you have all these goodies in front of you, and you're kind of pressured in that moment to make a decision. And some people will say no and then walk away and never think about it again. And some people say yes on the spot and then regret it because, like you said, it wasn't something that was true to their heart. So I think maybe the best thing to do is say initially, if you're not like head over heels with the product or the presentation, if you're inclined to say yes, maybe just say maybe for, think about it for 24 hours, 48 hours, do some soul searching to make sure, because that is an investment of your time and money and energy.
Correct.
So that's wonderful advice. Thank you so much for that. So if you would like anyone to, what would you, first of all, backing up, my takeaway from your story is that, if you have faith, if you have a vision and you believe that something can happen for you, you take the steps daily to make it happen. Seek mentorship in the process. Don't try to do it alone, and find creative ways to make things happen. And so if there's something that you'd like to add to that for the audience, whoever's watching this, what would you like them to take away from your story to give them encouragement about the industry and, what the potential is?
Look, I'm a girl from a third world country. Let's start with that. I'm from El Salvador, where dreams go to die. I'm sorry, I know, but it's really sad because we want to believe and we want to dream, but there's a ceiling out there. There's a ceiling of opportunity. And that's why we actually look into network marketing. That's why Latin America is really, really booming with network marketing. So what I would say to people is believe in network marketing. It works if you work. You have to work. That's the key here. It's network marketing. So there's 3 things here. And I want you to take away from this here. Net, which is networking, right? It could be net from the internet. But you have to talk to people. That's what it means. It's a people-based industry. Work, you have to work your hiney off, right? You have to work your 3 letters off. And marketing. You gotta learn how to market. You cannot just expect that because you joined all that lifestyle that you talk about, it's gonna come right in. It's not a get rich quick thing. Nothing is get rich quick. What happens is that when you have a breakthrough, it's because you've already had a breakdown, and you don't see the breakdown because that's behind scenes. So that's another takeaway. I've had to deal with a lot of personal self-image issues. I thought I was ugly, actually, Nicolette. I thought I was ugly. Can you believe that?
I can't.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm absolutely hot. But until I realized and I started loving myself for who I am, and I started seeing that I am capable, I am skilled enough, I can learn and because I'm a fast learner, right? If you see yourself for who you are and stop trying to be somebody else and break away from that what will other people say thing, you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful. And I'm not talking just about money. I'm talking about loving yourself. For me, loving yourself is being a successful person. Once you start loving yourself, then you can love others, then you can serve, then you'll get the money, then you'll get everything else. That's what I would say to wrap it up.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. I love your story. I love your heart. I really appreciate it. I know anybody who watches this will love it too. So how can they find you online? What's the best way for somebody to come and hang out with you?
Well, my website is anaandrea.com, and you can look me up on Facebook that same way, Ana Andrea. I don't use my last names just because I feel like I'm Madonna and I don't need a last name.
Well, very cool. Very cool. Okay. So if anyone is out there that wants to talk to Ana about what she's doing with her company, what she's doing online, how she's making it happen online, because trust me, she is making it happen online. Online is where it's at. It's where the people are. That's where you should be. So just put a little plug in right there. But anyway, if anyone wants to talk to her about what she's up to, find out some more, definitely reach out to her. I know that she'd be happy to help you out.
I would be happy to help you out. And thank you, Nicolette, for having me. This has been awesome.
Yes, of course. You made it so. So have a great day, Ana.
You too. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
NicoletteMoore.com. Yeah. Look. You know she got you. Yeah, when it comes to the lead, she gon' lead you straight to the lead generation. It's what it is all about. Recruiting all the prospects, yeah, that's what a shot. She help you with the coaching. You know that she give you the potion, so you could go and move it through the ocean. Cause she there for you. She really cares. She wanna help you grow. That's why she there. So if you wanna get more, you wanna see this what's in store, NicoletteMoore.com. Get it, y'all.